Birmingham City vs West Ham United, February 1984. 30 injured and over 100 arrests at this FA Cup match in February 1984. Players were taken off the pitch by the referee after several pitch invasions by the West Ham ICF and their Zulu rivals. The referee was forced to abandon the game. We let West Ham fan Tony tell his story. We had a massive firm out that day. Lackluster security at St Andrews meant lads who were initially crammed in behind the goal were able to walk round to the seats we were already seated without being spotted by the old Bill. There had already been an incident when the police had tried to move a Basildon Hammers flag down from the fence. Well, they weren't having any of that, were they? The real trouble started in the Birmingham Cop end. Several West Ham had gone round early and attacked them from the back of the stand. The Brummies panicked and some of them invaded the pitch, whether to get away from the Hammers mob in their end or to attack us lot in the seats, I don't know. Anyway, seeing them invade the pitch, we decided to do the same and steamed straight into the Blues mob. As I looked across at the corner of the pitch, I could see Noel Blake, the Birmingham's player, wading off Hammers fans with a corner flag, stabbing it at them. Then he legged it to the changing rooms. Just as we were getting the better of the Blues mob, the old Bill steamed into us, scattering us like 9 pins, some of them on horseback. I don't know if you have ever had a 10-ton horse smash into you, but I can tell you, it ain't fun. We legged it back into the seated area, but Birmingham had regrouped and steamed towards us, so we had to invade the pitch again to sort them out, all the time being chased and harried by the police. Eventually we decided to leave the ground before we all got nicked. Outside were literally hundreds of West Ham who must have already thought the same. About 300 Birmingham came out their end and let go a barrage of bricks and bottles. We were in no man's land, so I got hit in the head and had blood pouring out, as did others. We threw them back. The police had now formed a line and started to chase us off in the one direction and then Blues lot in the other. They found other avenues to attack us with bricks and bottles, but didn't attack head to head, so to speak, just throwing stuff from a distance. I don't rate that in a firm. Why didn't they come and fight us? Anyway, it was a long walk back to the station, but we survived and had really taken the piss in their manner. And Birmingham fan Barry told us, it's nonsense that the ICF attacked the Brummie cop. There was a couple of their lads in the cop, but they were turfed out by Plod early in the game. They invaded the pitch first when they were 3-0 down, bad losers as they are. We couldn't let them invade our pitch without response, so we did the same. We took them on the pitch. There were skirmishes and the old Bill moved in and moved everyone out. The other pitch invasions were very similar. They came up to our end, but moved away when the old Bill chased them. It was all handbags at 30 paces to me. They could have tried to take our end, they didn't. It was a petty pitch invasion by some overrated wannabes, Nuff said. We left the ground to take them on outside, but they were surrounded by the old Bill, so it was bottles and bricks being chucked back and forth. Hardly any fighting, it's all just media nonsense blowing it out of all proportion. We had bigger rucks with the yam-yams and nobody talks about them. ICF and their 30 years undefeated rubbish just does my head in. That's me done. We thank Tony and Barry for their recollection. This certainly wasn't a taking of an end, but there were several pitch invasions and it was given a riot category by authorities after investigation. Thanks for watching and please subscribe for future video notifications and to help the channel grow.